Hello and welcome to Thank Merlin. It's Friday, episode 2, and this time it's actually on a Friday. Hooray! Hope you've had a good past couple of, well, it's nearly a week now, 2 weeks now, since the last episode and the first episode. Got a few bits of news, a few photos for the photo of the week competition. We've got a few coaster battle things, and I've also got some rumour mills. I'll head straight over to the news now. A few bits of news. Thorpe Park have officially rebranded their Reload under 18s club event. The Reload brand model didn't seem to be working, and this was seen, they had advertised it was going to be every last Friday of the month, but I think it was April and May didn't happen. Thorpe Park have now called the event, renamed the event Tracks with an X, because that's sort of like what the kids like. And it's for ages 15 to 18, 6 PM to 9 PM I think. They've updated a page on their website, which I think is thorpepark.com/tracks. Head over there to look at all the details for that event. That sounds quite exciting. They're also using the same setup in the Dome, which seems to be a permanent sort of DJing setup, which will also be used for the Ministry of Sound Club events, which are for 18+. Some more news for Thorpe Park. It seems like Slammers might be going. This is kind of half rumour, half confirmed. When I went, which was a week ago today, Slammer was completely dead. Completely nothing happening, no staff to tell people what was happening. It was just there with nothing. Obviously it's been broken down ever since then. The little rolly thing on the Thorpe Park website has been saying Slammer's unavailable at the moment, but it'll be back in all its awesomeness soon. But this is now changed to Slammer will be out of action until confirmed, or something along those lines, which basically seems to hint that there's quite a relatively high chance that Slammer might not ever operate again. This has kind of been fan speculation for a while. In the Merlin Mania meet last Friday night, we were talking to an engineer who said that there was a chance that it wouldn't make it to the 2012 season. Obviously, it's only made a few months maybe into the 2012 season, and it's not working. So maybe they've called it a day. Maybe next year, Slammer will not be part of their lineup anymore. Subterra's reopened at Alton Towers, and the reviews have gone absolutely sky high. It's got a new exit corridor with scare actors. The vault scene's completely changed. Apparently the lifts are completely changed. I haven't actually experienced this for myself, but I'll be at the park tomorrow to check it out for myself, so you'll hear my reviews on that next week. But it sounds quite good, and it's quite a nice idea. The Alton Towers are updating their ride experiences to better the days of people. However, talking about Alton Towers changing people's experience of their days in the park, they've now announced that there's a large amount of rides in the park which won't actually be operating until 11 AM. This includes Dual Battle Galleons, 13 Air, and there's a few other smaller rides which basically cover the whole of the park's lineup, from children's rides to roller coasters, but only taking a few of each type. This kind of now makes it a bit strange. Obviously, the park usually opens at 10 AM. If you've booked online, you've got Merlin annual pass or a hotel ticket, then you get to get in at 9 AM for ERT on some rides. Then more rides open at 10, and then more rides open at 11. It's kind of a weird pyramid sort of thing that the later on the more rides are opening. Obviously, this is all due to cutbacks from Merlin as they're trying to float the business. But yeah, I'm not sure. They've tried to cut back certain things throughout the season. Bye-bye, computer. Such as the Sky Ride. There was a chance that Submission and Enterprise wouldn't open in the new year. But these have all kind of happened and then stopped. I think the Sky Ride closure on off-peak days only lasted a week, possibly 4 days. So they're trying to they're trying to better the days people's experience in the park, but obviously they've got the same financial restrictions from Merlin, so they're trying to do as best they can with what they've got, and I think they've actually met quite a good compromise. There's rides open at 10 AM. The park's not opening later. The opening hours are still as advertised and as people petitioned for in the closed season. But there's a few rides which are open later, and what with it being 13, that's got a monstrous throughput. I don't think it's going to make much difference. But for your view this week, I'm going to ask you guys what you think of this new planned change. With a small amount of rides opening at 11, is it confusing? Will it ruin other people's days? Send that to me as a PM on Merlin Mania, or email me at daniel@merlinmania.com. Thanks for that, and we're now going to head over to the other sections of the episode. On to the rumour mill. A few of you have sent in your rumours, obviously. There's my phone just went off. There's obviously still the rumour that Thorpe are looking to install Gerstless Skyfly or Vengeance. It's now been hinted that Thorpe Park's new ride for 2013 will be in the theatre, the Palladium Theatre in the centre of the park, which was used for time voyages up till the end of last year, or just before Fright Nights. See, there's still the rumour that Slammer could be going, so perhaps they're going to add a new flat ride there. We're not entirely sure. Also, another rumour that got sent in to me by Dan1010 was that Thorpe are looking to install a hypercoaster for 2015. We're not entirely sure about what Thorpe's 2015 roller coaster is going to be, but there is quite a high chance that it's going to be something more focusing on airtime and speed. Obviously, they've got Colossus, Nemesis Inferno, Swarm, so all of which invert quite a high amount, and I think it's got one of the highest inversion counts in any park in the world. Possibly beating Six Flags Magic Mountain. I'm not entirely sure on that. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Thorpe broadening their horizons, possibly adding a Woody or Megalite or Hyper. That's that for the rumour mill, and we're going to now head on to Coaster Battle. Coaster Battle, last week I asked you to compare the mighty Nemesis at Alton Towers or the fiery Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. I had to say that because I couldn't have a bias on it, I think. Outright winner was Nemesis at Alton Towers, so bye bye Nemesis Inferno. This week I'm going to ask you to compare Alton Towers, Rita and Thorpe Park Stealth. Which one's the better? There's been a bit of debate recently about what people prefer, whether it's the sheer speed and height of Stealth or whether it's the speed and agility of Rita, as it dances, doesn't dance, but it makes nice leaps around the dark forest. So which one do you prefer? You can email me at daniel@merlinmania.com, send me a PM on Merlin Mania. Onto the picture of the week now, and I can say the winner of last week's competition for who can have the best picture of Subterra went to Nick Thomas. Got a picture of the construction of the ride from the monorail, which is a view that not many people got. Obviously it's quite hard because the monorail's moving and the windows are basically not windows. It's got the back of the construction walls. It's quite a nice view. So congratulations, Nick. This week I'm going to ask you to send in all your pictures of the Swarm. You can post them on our Facebook page, or you can send them to me at daniel@merlinmania.com. Thanks for watching this week. Remember, there's loads of stuff you can email me about to get yourself in the show next week. There's your view on whether Alton Towers should be cutting their rides at 10 AM to 11 AM. Photo of the week, pictures of the Swarm. Anything you've got for the rumour mill, you can also send that to me. In Coaster Battle, which one do you think is better, Rita or Stealth? Email them to me at daniel.at.merlinmania.com. Send me a PM on Merlin Mania if you're signed up there. You can post the pictures on Facebook, post on our Facebook wall with your suggestions for any of those. Thanks for watching. Remember to sign up to Merlin Mania. Like us on Facebook for all the latest Merlin theme park discussions. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.